Welcome to the 2011 International Rally de Valais from Switzerland. We're going to get some very exciting news to start the show from Christian Dubry, the organiser. And the interview says it's a very special edition, Christian. He said, yes, it's a special edition because this afternoon we had a press conference and we're planning to put in our candidacy for a round of the World Rally Championship in the future. We have the support of our government and our partners, and we'd also like to have the support of all the drivers that have drove here in the last few years. Well, what a way to start the show with the candidacy for a round of the WRC for the Rally de Valais. We're here in Switzerland. It's the end of October. It's autumn. It's a beautiful place to be. And one man here from Italy, this is Luca Rossetti, leading the European Rally Championship coming into this event. And his main contender right here, this is Luca Betti. And both of these guys have been fairly close, tooth and nail all season, swapped leads a couple of times. But Luca Betti has got to pull out all the stops here in the mountains this weekend if he wants to take the crown. Luca Rossetti with the Abarth Punto that you saw to start with has something like a 30-point advantage over Luca Betti. So Luca really does have to start out like he means it here this weekend. This is Antonin Tlustak from the Czech Republic. Antonin is in a bit of a ding-dong battle at the moment with the Polish guy, Maciej Oluszkiewicz. That's him right there with the Ford. They're battling for third and fourth in the championship at the moment. It's that man, Oluszkiewicz, who has the advantage. As we show that really cool split screen. That's Oluszkiewicz on the left-hand side with the Ford Fiesta. And on the right-hand side, that's Bernardo Souza. Here we see him with a Peugeot Super 2000. He normally races in WRC with a Fiesta, but he's here this weekend to entertain us in Switzerland. Well, Luca Rossetti looking to wrap up the championship here this weekend. Had a great start to the rally on day one.
Luca Rossetti, the first three stages was a big fight for the first place.
Yes. Okay, first of all, for this result, I win the European Championship for the third time. So I'm the first driver on the history of the European Championship to win 3 times. And anyway, we have a big trouble now because we broke the gearbox in the last stage, in the third stage, and we slowed down for 2Ks more or less. But anyway, we are still in the race and we are happy for this and fight for the victory, of course.
Well, that didn't take long. A few minutes into the programme and Luca Rossetti has wrapped up the European Championship. This is his main contender. Luca Betti didn't have quite such a good opening day.
Luca, you still had a chance for the championship before the race, but now it seems that Luca Rossetti has made it.
Yes, I think for now, for this season, the battle is finished. I tried to fight till the end, and it was a good fight. I think we have always to consider that we still have a private car, and I'm a private driver. So we fight with an official team and official driver. I congratulate to him. It was a good season for me. I'm happy because we fight till the end and we exit with good reputation of our battle. And I think in the future we could be maybe in other position, maybe looking for other title.
And how is it going here in the Rally of Valais? How are the stages?
In the first 2 stages, I find the road very, very slippery. I didn't expect like this. I saw that there is a very, very slippery road and narrow of a corner. And in the last one was very tricky and difficult, but okay, everything is okay and we will continue like this.
And for the next 2 days, they announced maybe some snow, there are some gravel parts, so what will be the plan?
Yeah, I think the most difficult parts of the rally will arrive tomorrow and Saturday. So all the games for the race are not at hand, and for sure we will see what's happened.
Well, one thing that did happen, this is Florian Gonon, one of the local drivers with the Subaru Impreza, finished second in last year's race. That Subaru is not supposed to be that shape. Very unfortunate accident on the first couple of stages put him out on day one. Well, that was Laurent Weiss just going round the corner there. This is Nicholas Outhouse, I beg your pardon. And Nicholas and Laurent Weiss are going head-to-head for the Swiss Championship here this weekend. There are 3 drivers, including Ivan Ballinari as well, who we'll see in just a moment, who can take home the Swiss Rally crown by finishing higher up here this weekend. So that's Nicolas Althaus. What a beautiful scenic place it is here in the Valais region of Switzerland. Another local driver, this is Olivier Bury. And Olivier, a real Swiss rally legend, won this race numerous times, also been Swiss rally champion. He's here with a Group N Mitsubishi this weekend. But it was this man right here who was leader after day one, beating out all the European contenders. This is Ivan Ballinari, local driver from here in Switzerland. And he's at the head of the Swiss Rally Championship at the moment, and the rally as well. And the interviewer says you had a very good start to the day. You even surprised some of the championship drivers. And he said, yeah, I think they're racing for the championship until now, and tomorrow will be another day. They will all definitely be attacking harder, that's for sure. And the interviewer says tomorrow there are long stages and also with some gravel and snow. Have you a big advantage being a local Swiss driver? He says not at all, because I don't have any experience on snow or gravel. So the better the weather is, the better the chance for me. We'll see what happens. But for the moment, you see that shot above the service area. Ballinari's in the lead. Rossetti only a couple of ticks behind in second. Longwish is third. As the sun comes up on day 2 here, Friday, for the Rally de Valais. Some very unfortunate news from Luca Betti.
Luca Betti not on the start of the second day. How comes?
Yes, was planned as this retirement. We arrived here for fighting for the championship, and yesterday our possibility was still open. Then with the classification of yesterday night, we finished our hoping to win the championship. So we didn't decide. We decided before to don't start in this case. I'm happy. We did a good season. We fight with an official driver, with a private team. I think we always fight very good, and I'm happy that we stop our fighting at the last event. So till the last round, we still fighting, and okay, we don't exit for KO technical. So I'm very happy, and okay, hope to see here again next year, maybe winning the championship.
And any plans for next year with the same car, the same team?
From Monday I will start to work about the season, and for sure I will try to improve my position next year in this championship.
Well, what a shame to see Luca Betti go out like that, but obviously a tactical move, saving a bit of money for next year, I think. And talking of retirements, it was really unfortunate start to Friday. Ivan Ballinari, the leader after day one, albeit only by 2 seconds. You can see him there struggling. The car keeps cutting out. There's a light flashing at him on the dashboard, and he's stopped out on the stage. Just managed to get it restarted, but losing so much time. And it looks like, well, definitely the end of the lead for Ivan Ballinari. But you can hear the car stopping and starting. There's definitely something not right with that Peugeot. Even driving around with the hazard lights on, which is not a good sign. Yeah, and he finally calls it quits, pulls over. And we're going to hear from him as to what happened right now.
Ivan, dans la première spéciale aujourd'hui, tu as...
And the interviewer says, in the first stage of the day, you had some problems. What happened? And he said, well, we don't really know what happened. We know in the second corner there was an alarm on the dash which gave a fuel warning. We drove several kilometres where the car kept stopping and starting. And then after the stage, the car completely stopped. It has to be something electrical, but at the moment we just don't know. And the interviewer says, what does this mean for the Swiss National Championship as well? And he said, well, it's almost over for us. We wanted to win here to show we are fast, and we wanted to win the title, but we had some bad luck again. Now it looks like it's going to be between Rush and Althaus.
Maintenant, il y a Rush et Althaus qui se jouent le championnat, nous on regarde, donc ça peut pas beaucoup passer pour nous.
Well, very disappointed looking man there. And another guy who assumed the lead. This is Luca Rossetti, new European champion and 3-time champ now as well with the Gran Punto from Italy. He was in the lead, but then disaster struck for him as well. It's been a real torrid affair so far, and we haven't even been here for 24 hours in Switzerland. Luca Rossetti, after this stage, retired from the race.
Luca, you were very fast in the first stage, but then you didn't make it to the finish on the second one. What was the problem?
Yeah, after the long stage that we have done a really good stage, I was quite happy with the car, the setup and everything. It broke the alternator and the power steering, so we are not able to continue, and I'm really disappointed because I like this rally, and after to gain 7 points yesterday and win the championship, now it was nice to push a lot for win this rally like last year, but now we are out.
Well, he does go home with the European Championship, so that's not so bad. Bernardo Souza takes over the lead. Bernardo here from Portugal racing this weekend.
Bernardo, yesterday you said you started carefully, and that strategy seems to work because you're in the lead now.
Yeah, well, actually this morning we still were a little bit too cautious, and on the second stage I was feeling much better with the car, and we managed to change some things yesterday. The car was much better, and the feeling was much better, so I pushed a little bit more, and it's working. We are on the lead now with the 20-something seconds, I think. So now we need to be cautious, be on the road, take no risks, no any punctures, because on the second loop I think we're going to have more rocks on the road, so it's the risk of taking a puncture it's bigger.
Well, Bernardo Souza in the lead for the moment. We're on board with Laurent Riche. With the retirement of Ivan Ballinari, this is the guy who's in the lead for the race for the Swiss Rally Championship, which is also taking part the race within the race this weekend. And this is his main competitor for that title. Nicolas Althaus, also from Switzerland. Not racing in the European Championship, but still very, very strong competitors indeed. And the stages here this morning on day 2 really are very, very tough indeed, as Bernardo Souza just mentioned there. This is Olivier Bury. Olivier knows his way around this place better than just about anybody, to be honest with you. Shown here in the split screen on the right-hand side with Sergio Pinto. That's Sergio there with another Mitsubishi Group N car. But it is Olivier who's doing up there very well at the moment. So Bernardo Souza after stage 5 in the lead. Althaus second, Bury third, Oleskovic in fourth. And as we show you some gorgeous shots here from the area in Switzerland, please join us again in part 2 to show you the conclusion to the Rally de Valais. Well, welcome back to Switzerland for the 2011 version of the Rally de Valais. It's been a very torrid affair so far, and whoever has been in the lead, been a bit of a poisoned chalice so far. And once again, I think this is about the 3rd or 4th driver in the row that was in the lead that is about to retire. Bernardo Souza with the Peugeot 207 Super 2000. He's from Portugal, but unfortunately, after leading the race on day 2, he's out as well.
What happened with Bernardo?
Bernardo is in the first position. Fantastic race with a completely new car, completely new rally, and we have broken the transmission. We have a completely new transmission broken. We don't know why. We expect here Bernardo for see what mean.
And how disappointed are you now? Because this morning Luca Rossetti abandoned, now Bernardo Souza abandoned.
But yeah, it's two different history. Luca Rossetti is arrived here. We have a lot of problem in the engine because it's the last race with this type of car this year. And for us important is only arrive to mathematical European Championship target. We win, we are happy for Luca Rossetti. It's okay, it's better if we win again with Luca this rally. But European Rally Championship for 3 times is the only driver in the history who win the European Rally Championship for 3 times. We are very happy, very happy.
Well, we're back out there with the racing house and Nicholas Outhouse in a bit of a battle for the Swiss Rally Championship, but unfortunately for him, he hasn't had a good morning either, but at least he's still running.
Nicolas, tu as perdu quelques minutes.
And the interviewer is saying to him, you lost some minutes this morning in the last round of stages. What happened? And Nicholas says, we had a puncture on a corner where I couldn't cut it. It was a mistake on my part. Then the jack didn't work properly, so we lost a lot of time by changing the wheel. And that's why we're 6 minutes behind Laurent Weish on this stage. Well, this is Maciej Elišković. We haven't seen him for a little while. He's from Poland, and he is now in the lead for the battle for third place in the European Championship. He's only 2 points between him and Antonin Tlusak. That's number 25, Jonathan Hershey, the leading front-wheel drive car with the Renault. Philippe Roux with the Peugeot Super 2000. Another one of a very, very strong contingent of local drivers here. Antonio Galli with another front-wheel drive car, much more up-to-date Citroën DS3 for him. And this is Nicholas Outhouse after that puncture, trying to make up some time. Lost 6 minutes, has managed to claw it back to roughly 4 minutes between him and the leader. But 4 minutes on a rally is a real big ask, even with a day and a half to go. He has to hope that the guys in front of him have problems. And this is Antonin Tlusak, not doing too bad at all so far with the Skoda.
Jan, today is not going so bad for you guys.
No, not good, because first stage we had some problem with engine and injection, and not okay. We was lost many time, and maybe one minute, and not good. And in first service was repair, and it's okay. And now time is good, but. But second place in European Championship not good for me, and we will see.
Well, he's moved ahead at the moment of Maciej Elišković out there on the stages, which is good news for him in the championship. Could well be finishing number 3 at the end of this weekend. This is Urs Hunziker, the number 12 Subaru, well up in the top 10. And at the moment, coming towards the end of day 2, this is Olivier Bouri with the Group N Mitsubishi, and he's actually beaten out all of his main rivals. He's second overall at the moment.
Olivier, tu termines la journée.
And the interviewer says, Olivier, you finished in the second day in second place, so you must be happy. And he said, yeah, it was a super day. Yesterday I was a bit disappointed with only being in 8th overall. Today we're 50 seconds behind the leader, so we really didn't expect this to be second.